Hi, it's going good.
Thank you so much for being on the show this evening, or in your case, this afternoon. It's out there in California.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. We'll get into your remix EP in just a bit. I played a song, well, before you called in, Stronger Than Unbreakable. I think that was the song that I played. Definitely enjoyed that track. We'll get into that in just a bit, but first, with everything's happening in 2020, and how's everything holding for you since this pandemic?
It's definitely interesting. I mean, having to do writing sessions via Zoom and not really getting to be in the room with other people has definitely been difficult, but I've definitely tried to keep things moving, and keep learning and growing and keep the music flowing throughout all of this. And, I've definitely taken COVID as a chance to really build the material up for releasing next year for sure.
Well, that's definitely been a trend as far as interacting with people. Since we're kind of being, I'm not necessarily saying like we're being told to be 6 feet apart for the most part. I guess we could see each other. We could wave high. We just can't be giving high fives and daps to each other. Uh,
Yeah.
that just
And
tell
hugs and yeah.
yeah. Uh, that that's what 2020 has been. It's just been wow. It's been polarizing. It's been all types of things. And, holidays are coming up. It's gonna be different for everybody. I choose to stay home. Um,
Yeah.
so even my own mom was like, "Son, just stay your butt at home. Like we love you and all, but
But we don't we don't want the germs.
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't."
No.
I live in Kentucky. They live in Georgia. So that was quite the factor. So it
Yeah.
ain't happening this year. Um,
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm staying home for Thanksgiving. We'll see how things are for Christmas, but I probably will stay home for Christmas as well and just do it, here in California with the people that I've already been being around.
yeah, just limit the contacts and everything. So that's definitely the way to go. So let's talk about this remix EP that you released
Absolutely.
recently. Um, you are definitely the first guest that I know of that has released a remix EP. So you did
Yes.
originals, you did like original songs, obviously. So what made you decide to, just not only do remix songs, but just went on to put out a remix EP?
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't want to do the typical thing that all the artists I know do, which is release a single and then release remixes by different DJs for that one particular song. I wanted to take my entire collection and I wanted to do remixes with one particular DJ, or in this case, it wound up being a duo, We Mystic, and do all of my songs with one other artist remixing them and get their take on what I'm doing.
So talk about the collaboration with We Mystic? How did you describe um, the work that y'all put together as far as putting together this project? What was it like collaborating with them for this remix EP?
It was interesting. It was fun. There definitely I had a lot of trust in them, mostly because so We Mystic is made up of two people, and that is Daniel Simmons and Miles Jane. And Daniel Simmons and I have known each other for a number of years, and we've gone to quite a few Durango Songwriters Expos together. And so when I came up with the idea of doing the EP, I thought of him right off the bat, and I sent him a message, and I said, I want to do a remix EP. Would you be interested? And he was like, yeah, I would love to kind of use it as a launch pad for my new duo with Miles Jane. And so it was definitely really cool to do the creative part of bringing in their methods and their creative thinking and their sounds and what they were hearing with my music into it, and collaborating with, people who do more of the EDM and the punk aspects of music on my stuff and what that could bring in, and how they saw my lyrical content in their own, mindset. And so it was really cool, and it was fun. And I went through and I told them the story behind each song, why it was written, how it was written, why I did certain things in each song, and they took it and they ran with it. And I'll never forget when they sent me the first couple clips of what they had done. I was ecstatic, and I was excited to hear how it was going to wind up in the end. And when I finally got all the final mastered songs, I was on cloud nine, and I was so happy.
Shout out to the puppies in the background. Gosh,
I know. And so, and I apologize for that.
Nah, you good.
So it was a fun process, and I kind of I feel like I want that to be part of what I do, and I think every so often I will probably go back and do another remix EP once I release a couple more singles, for sure.
Okay, so given the turnout and everything, I noticed it's been a couple of weeks since this EP came out, and I looked at one of your latest Facebook posts. You made a post of the amount of streams. I believe it's Spotify streams.
Yeah.
Little over 200,000 streams already.
Yes.
So it is quite the turnout. Good turnout for this Kacey McClain, the name of the artist. It is a full song EP of nothing but remixes. It's simply titled Remix EP. I mean, you got a nice cover of yourself with some roses or flowers at the bottom, and you looking like a butterfly.
Yeah.
So
I had always wanted to see myself as a cartoon, and I took this as my my opportunity to have myself drawn as a cartoon. So it was that part was fun too.
Definitely, definitely looked the part for sure. Um, Kind of reminds me of the MTV show back in the day, Daria. Uh, you,
Yes.
it looked like you would be quite the character. Um, you could definitely be like that friend that you know that calm demeanor friend. And Daria, she was something else. She was quite the character.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
so
I used to love that show. Oh my gosh. I haven't thought of that in a long time. That's crazy that you bring that up. But I used to love Daria. I actually a long time ago would try to do her voice. I never could quite do it, but I would try.
back when MTV actually had good shows, you know, that was a long
It's
time
true.
ago. Long time
It's
ago.
true. I feel like it's almost been 15 years since they really had like material that I like to watch.
Yeah, I stopped watching MTV when I guess when TRL shut down the first time, Carson Daly.
Yeah.
They kind of brought me back in with the revival. Just didn't quite attract me like the Carson Daly version. Carson moved on. He hosting The Voice now.
Yeah.
So it's like that it fizzled eventually, but it is what it is, I guess. So so you got this remix EP out. You said you got more music on the way for 2021. Might lead to a
I do.
um. So as far as 2021, what's the plan for Casey in 2021? What's next?
What's next? Well, so in January there is going to be a single that I can't wait to release. I wrote the song with my producer as well as a really good friend, Dreamin, who is another independent artist and just a huge inspiration to me because she's very colorful and completely herself to everybody. And so we wrote a song. Gosh, it's almost been 2 years ago, and it's called "My Own Damn Paradise." And I finally last weekend I did the photo shoot for everything, and it's very my version of Alice in Wonderland type vibe. And it's just about creating your own universe and creating your own world and having the people around you that support you and are there for you and not letting the rest of it get to you. And so I'm super excited to release that. And so that's going to be coming out probably the second or third week in January. And then the music video will follow shortly. And then I have a couple of other singles that are going to come out throughout the year. And then hopefully towards the end of the year, there will be my first all original music EP coming out. And that one is really honestly where I feel I have kind of come into my own true artistry and like where my sound is going in life, because things are a little bit different. There's a lot more acoustic elements coming into my music, and it's all still uplifting, but there's a lot more reality in it. So the title track from the EP is written for my mom, who passed away now almost 2 years ago. and the title track is written for her, and it's called Raw. And so I'm super excited to release all of the material that has been building up. But I can't wait for people to hear it.
Well, I definitely look forward to hearing this new music from yours come next year. Um, but until then, Kacey McClain remix EP. It's getting a lot of streams. Let's keep them numbers up. Keep them numbers
Yeah,
up.
please
And
keep listening.
and go support these local and independent artists. For real, for real. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of uncertainty with this pandemic.
Yeah.
And artists has had very little to no performances since
Yep.
March, which means venues, bars, restaurants that have live music has had to shut down for a while. And while places have reopened, the cases have increased, which means they
Yeah.
either already have or are on the brink of having to shut down again. So please support these artists, support these venues in whatever way you are able to. And I mean, let's just be good people, just get through this pandemic some way, shape, or form. Uh, even
Yeah.
even with the vaccination coming, because we keep hearing that it's coming. So that's encouraging news. Just, you know, I want to
And
be, yeah, go ahead.
it's amazing to see what we can do if we all get together, and with things being shut down, independent artists need help, venues need help, everyone needs help. And if we actually get together and we're finding a way through it instead of just, falling apart and going our separate ways, we're going to get a lot more done for not just the artistic community, but everybody.
Pretty much. So definitely everyone support these small businesses too. All these big name companies, they gonna survive. Um, they gonna be all right. It's just everyone else is at risk. Um,
Yeah.
so whether it's a store or a company or whatever the case may be, man, just you either buy the stuff or just spread the word. Anything, any ounce of help will definitely help too. So support these small businesses in your area. Uh, and Kacey, it was great chatting with you. I enjoyed
Absolutely.
chatting with you. I enjoyed the remix EP that is out on all digital music platforms. Go stream it. Go buy it too. That's definitely a help to support these local and independent artists as well. Thank you for your time and continued success. Be safe and have a safe Thanksgiving. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.